everyone's assuming that Ethan Bear is going to sign with the Canucks. Or if there's a betting favorite, it's the Canucks, right? But if you're Ethan Bear and you're looking at teams to re-sign with, if you're looking at the Canucks when they get Carson Soucy back, which is probably going to be around the same time that Ethan Bear is going to be able to return or at least be in the conversation, right? Isn't Ethan Bear the 7th defenseman if he resigns?
Probably.
Right?
Yeah, especially given what he's going to have to do to just get caught up to speed. He'd probably be 7.
Which brings me to Tyler Myers. I put out a poll question yesterday, and I knew the results were going to be close, and they were close because I don't think people know what's going to happen here. The question was, will Tyler Myers finish the season on the Canucks? It's got over 2,000 votes. 52% say yes, 48% say no. It was tied 50-50 for a while.
Yep.
And I think what Tyler Myers represents is, to most Canucks fans, cap space, right? They're like, wow, look at what they were able to do by trading Beauvillier. They were able to get Nikita Zadorov in the door. If they're able to clear $6 million in cap space by trading Tyler Myers, well, of course they'd be able to re-sign Ethan Bear. I think they can do that without trading Tyler Myers. But then maybe they can get a top 6 winger, or maybe they get a defenseman that better fits with the Canucks.
Sure.
And Tyler Myers, listen, he has had a very up and down season. And there have been times when he's been expected to play too much, and it's shown. He's not a top 4 defenseman in the NHL. The problem is there's not an obvious top 4 guy on the Canucks to replace him. So I really wonder if Patrick Allvin has a few more moves left in him. I don't know what's going to happen with Tyler Myers. It probably depends if there's he's got a limited no trade list, so that could complicate things. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think Patrick Allvin is thinking?
He's done a good job of moving pieces on the chessboard so far. Like, nice execution with Beauvillier out, Zadorov in. And I wonder if he looks at this situation and says it's the most obvious and logical move to make is to try and get off this money, try and find someone that fits the group a little bit better. It's going to be difficult because, again, he seems to be the only general manager making moves in the NHL right now. There's been 8 trades in the league consummated since training camp opened. The Canucks have made 5 of them. So I give him credit for being able to move pieces around in what's really been a jammed up and log-jammed trade market. I mean, I don't know if you heard Friedge on the weekend talking about what happened between Calgary and Toronto, but the general consensus was Toronto wanted Zadorov and Tanev out of Calgary. The issue was they needed Calgary to retain on not one of them, but both of them, because they have no cap space whatsoever. And Calgary's like,
I want Zadorov and I want Tanev. And then Craig Conroy said, you'll get nothing and like it.
He's like, here's the thing, though.
That's a Caddyshack reference.
You need to keep half the money on both of them. So I go back to Allvin here. I think he's going to be super motivated to try and move Myers, and I would not be surprised if it gets done. But now it feels like everyone's in this waiting game. The longer we go along, the more cap space we can accrue, the less of a cap hit it gets as we get closer to February.